Madonna forever. Madonna forever. Madonna forever. Madonna forever.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna Louise Veronica Ciccone. I'm your unofficial Celebration Tour correspondent, Stefan. Today on the show, we are going live with Michelle, who just saw last night the Celebration Tour in Seattle, Washington.
Yes.
Hello, Michelle.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was just amazing. It was amazing on every level. She hasn't been to Seattle since MDNA, which I did not go to that one. The one prior, I had gone to see her at Who's That Girl when I was 15 in 87. So this is only the fourth time she's been out here. I was looking to make sure because I thought she was here for Rebel Heart, but I think she was in Portland or something. But yeah, so for her to be here and 2 nights is just insane. She came out. She was, she started, her normal set. And then she also said, hello to Seattle. She was happy to be back. And it was just amazing. This is the 3rd time I've seen her, but still just to be home to see her it's just fantastic.
So you're from Washington?
Raised in Washington, born in California, but most of my life is in Washington. Yeah.
Nice. And so you're going both nights, yes?
Yes. And so I told my husband, I said, we have to follow Stefan's orders of wait till the last minute to get some really good price tickets. So we were waiting. And then he found suite tickets because they have these suites there and they sell off tickets for $120 each. So they were on the side that we wanted. They're on the Open Your Heart side because we've seen her on all like one side and then the floor. And then last night we were kind of in the back. And so tonight we're going to be on the side by Open Your Heart in that suite area with the cozy seats and all that. So.
Oh, no, okay. So you have seen Celebration Tour before?
Yes. We were at opening night in London. And then we were there and then we left and bought tickets for the 17th. So we saw the 1st and the 3rd show.
Okay.
And again, she was supposed to be here in July. So we were supposed to see her last summer and then go to London to see her in October. So it just kind of switched, which is fine. But yeah, so this is now the 3rd time we've seen her, and tonight will be the 4th time. So
nice.
Yeah.
So how does it compare having seen her in London versus now seeing her in Washington? Like, what was the difference in the audience like?
Yeah, there was, the first opening night, of course, the audience was just live, just like insane. And they were really excited here too, but just because it was the first show, and there still was some kinks to work out in the first one, like we all know. But this one, like the crowd was on its feet for most of the time. And it was just that feeling. And she's just happy to be back in Seattle, and the crowd could feel that. And she was just so happy, and you could tell, we could tell all the tightening up of the choreo and the floor, like how the stage was. I think Climate Pledge is a little bit smaller than the O2, so it felt more, I won't say compact, like it was all still staged like it's supposed to be. It just felt smaller, and, and we were in the back, so it could be an illusion too, just because we were looking at it this way. But it really, having been there for multiple concerts in the past, it did feel a little bit smaller compared to at least the O2. So
yeah, I've seen it. When I saw it in Paris, the venue in Paris, it was really big. And then when I saw it for the first time in the United States, it was in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. And that must be a much smaller venue because even though I was at the very end I was on the first level at the very end of the floor, but I still felt like I was right there. Like I felt like I didn't feel like I was as far away as I thought I was going to be.
Exactly. It's still like we still could get some good pictures. I got a video of the whole Vogue set. Just absolutely epic. And then I was able to take some other videos of other pieces that I hadn't gotten before because the view wasn't very good. I feel like before my husband got some really good ones when we were on the floor of her, but we were kind of like in the section behind that main part of the floor. I guess you'd say that's closer to the stage. So, but yeah, the view of this area last night was just fantastic. Looking straight down, because
you can sort of appreciate the show. Like you can see the screens behind her. So like there's things that I think from when you're on the floor, you sort of miss that perspective if you're a little elevated. And
yeah, it was so beautiful. She did straight out express yourself instead of the I Will Survive. So it sounds like I Will Survive really isn't being done anymore.
I don't think she's been doing that lately.
Yeah. And I understand the message behind it when she first did it opening night, but I was kind of like, you have so many songs to sing of your own, like please do your own. So I was so happy that she traded that out. And then she also did Take a Bow instead of Rain.
So you got Take a Bow last night as well.
Yeah. So we got Rain the first night, and then we got Take a Bow last night. She sounded just exquisite. We loved Rain when we first saw that in London. It was just beautiful. And that's my husband's favorite song. So he got to see that. And then so to see this one last night was just stunning. It was really beautiful. And she didn't come up in the middle, like where the piano comes up when she's with Mercy for Bad Girl. She came down from Ray of Light, I think it was. Yeah. I could be wrong, but she came down and then she stopped on the ground and then she stepped out and then she started singing Take a Bow, and then they draped her in the black outfit. Yep. And for some reason I recall in Rain, I must have forgotten because I felt like she was just out there already in her black garb. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to remember.
No, that's how you saw her do it last night is how she's been doing it.
Okay. So then it's just been a minute and I just didn't read my notes. But that's okay.
So what are you, now that you've seen it a couple of times, what are some of your favorite parts of the show?
So Vogue is number one. I've always been a Vogue girl. It's just since it came out when I was in high school, and I just have never really gotten over that time frame. I loved Ray of Light when she did that because it was she's just so happy. Like she's up there and she's dancing and she's smiling. You can see her. And I love Don't Tell Me. I love the little cowboy, part she does there. But I think my favorite part, aside from those pieces, I mean, obviously I love it all, but the beginning where she opens, she has Nothing Really Matters. I just cry. It's so gorgeous. And then going into, Everybody and Holiday and Open Your Heart, that and Live to Tell, that beginning section, I can't get enough of it. It's just so perfect. I just love it. I was hoping she was going to open maybe with Everybody because it was like her first song, I guess. Right. But that was just too obvious. Maybe, I don't know, but
yeah, well, I think we all know, she loves the messages and a story arc. And I think opening with Nothing Really Matters, it's such a killer opening.
It's just stunning. I will say that's different. So in the closing of that first couple shows, right, it was so abrupt. I think there was discussion about that. She was up there doing Bitch on Madonna. She was shouting out. She shout out to Seattle. She shout out to Bob. I mean, she was able to say a few things before she disappeared underneath the stage, and she hadn't done that before.
Well, right, because curfew was cutting her off in London.
Yeah, it was crazy. We got out of there and we were like walking around looking for a cab forever. We're like, how the hell we get back to our apartment in London, right? And an apartment to the hotel, but and then like the tube was closed, or it was just this whole thing now. But I can't remember half of it.
What time did she start last night?
She started just after 10 because
that's been the usual. I think that's been the usual now.
Yeah, and she went till about 20 after 12, I think.
Okay.
So, and she talked, her talking was good. She did a shout out to Keith Haring because his death anniversary was just a couple days ago. So it was beautiful. I really hoped she would say something, and she did. And then just again being the light, that we all need from each other. And I was so happy to see it again. I just can't believe I get to see her again tonight. I'm just
I know.
over the moon.
That's amazing. Are you tired?
No, I got to sleep in. So I told my husband, don't bug me. I'm sleeping, which is hard to do in just this one little room, hotel. But we made it work. He's good about it. And I will say in London, we got to find out there was a fan party that we got to go to the night before. And I have been searching for fan parties here and just nothing. And it was so sad to me because after the show in London, we met a fellow fan of the podcast. Her name is Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
And
I know Kelly.
Yes. So we we met at the Zodiac bar out there with the fan party the night before. And I posted something and I was like, that guy looks like Stefan over there. Is Stefan here? I didn't think he was coming. And she's like, oh my God. So we walk over to this guy and we're like, are you Stefan? And he's like, what are you talking about? We're like, okay, never mind. Sorry, never mind.
No, you would have known. I would have had my Madonna suit on. You would have known.
Right. That makes sense. So it was just fun. So we met her there and we got to hang out and dance with her after the first show and saw her again the third show too. But it was just to meet people, that love you guys. And I discovered you on Twitter last year when she announced the tour. And so I was trying to get as much information as I could. I like the Instagram version and YouTube better than Twitter. So I canceled all that and just follow you guys this way. So
yeah,
yes.
I still post on Twitter every now and again, but it's fun. Oh, well, that's fun. I'm glad you're getting to go again. And will that be the end of your celebration tour experience?
Most likely. Yeah. Because we're paying for our kids. We have a honeymoon that we're paying for our son and his wife. And then we have a grad trip that we promised our daughter. She finished her cosmetology program.
Oh,
and
nice.
Then we have another one in college. So we're a little tapped out. So
unless Madonna wants to pay for some of that, then yeah.
I'm up for donations.
I know. I say the same thing. I'm like, I'm more than happy to take a free ticket.
Right? Yes, please think of me.
Yeah. Well, I know that you've got to start getting ready for your evening out on the town again with Madonna. So I don't want to keep you too long. But before you go, there is a little segment we like to call the lightning round. Remember, these answers are meant to be quick, off the top of your head, wherever you're at in your Madonna journey. Okay. Don't think too hard. Okay. Favorite Madonna song?
Vogue.
Favorite Madonna album?
I think, the one with Open Your Heart. I just had a blank.
True Blue.
I used to sing it.
Okay, you're tired. We get it. You had a late night. Favorite Madonna remix?
Oh, so I do have a tie. I have Betty Benassi, Celebration.
Yes.
But Paul Oakenfold's Sorry remix. I do love that.
That's a good one.
And I do have to say there was no Paul Oakenfold on her remix album, which I was surprised that there was nothing, unless I could be wrong, but I didn't feel like I saw anything.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember either. Or maybe she couldn't get the rights for it, or who knows?
That's true. Maybe. So those two for sure.
Favorite Madonna music video?
I just borderline. I watched it so many times this week, I think.
Yeah, that's such definitive 80s Madonna.
Yes. Her hat, and somebody wore a hat like that last night. I got to find a hat.
Favorite Madonna tour?
Okay. I loved Madam X. I loved it. Love. 100% went to Vegas for her. This one is just so beautiful and just perfect in a whole nother level. But the artistic and the whole way she did Madam X was just so phenomenal. There's nothing like it ever. So I will say Madam X.
Oh, nice. Favorite Madonna movie?
Evita. I think I'm going to say Evita. Just because it's the musical. Nothing like, Desperate and Susan, like the epitome. But Evita was just so
opulent. It's just opulence,
Yes, 100%.
And favorite Madonna look? This can be from a music video, a tour, a photo shoot.
I will say the very, very first time I ever saw her wear extensions, I think it's the American Music Awards. And I knew she had short hair and it was all done up and she had her, look and everything, but her hair with the blonde and some dark in there and was just all up and it was long. And I was like, how did she get her hair to be so long like that? Because I'm just a teenager.
Back in the 80s. Yeah.
I had no idea, right, about extensions and everything like that. And I was just floored at the difference. Like, she had just had short hair in this video, but now she has super long hair. And how did she do that? So, of course, now I own extensions, so I can do that too.
Yeah, that was a hot look. She looked beautiful there.
Oh, God. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, remember, everybody, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at MLVC Podcast. If you'd like to donate to the show, we're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. And if you are not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, tick that subscribe button so you never miss a video. I'll be going live with other people who are seeing the celebration tour. We're ticking down to the finale, kids. Almost. We've got 2 months left, so let's follow along as other people see the show. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody. Michelle, thanks again for taking the time.
Thank you so much. This is just an honor. Thank you so much.
Don't hang up yet. We're gonna wave goodbye to all the people. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody.